Good morning, YouTube. Al back once again with another in my series of spinner reviews. And today I have another Amazon spinner that I recently picked up, and I saw another review of it and it looked kind of cool, so I figured I would try it, and I got the one in black. This is the Fidgetrix, Wavetrix, kind of a 3-arm directional spinner, and I got the black version. It does come in stainless steel as well. And it kind of reminds me of one of those ninja throwing stars, and if you did throw it at someone, you would probably do the same damage as one of those ninja throwing stars. So anyway, I'll kind of explain a little bit more about that when we take this thing down to the tabletop, and we'll bust it down and we will go over it, and we will do that right now. All right, up close and personal time with the Wavetrix from Fidgetrix Tri-Spinner. Comes in a nice metal tin. Has a nice little warning on the back that if you were smart, you would really heed to this. And I'll explain a little further here in a few minutes once we get into it. It's a decent tin. Comes with the a Fidgetrix sticker for whatever you need that for. You also have a welcome to the Fidgetrix family and learn about your spinner. You can go, it's supposed to be warranted or whatever, and it has their website, and they like you to write a review on Amazon, so that is something I have not done yet. It does have the nice, excuse me, it has the nice spongy white foam, so I do like the packaging that this spinner comes in. It is pretty nice. It's got a nice ring to it. Take a look at it and you could probably see some white spots on it, and those are due to the electroplate or whatever process they're using to color this thing black. It is starting to come off in quite a few places. So there is that. It does spin really well. It has a, there is a spin time video going up in the corner there that you can follow along with as well. This spinner has some serious issues, and like stated on the back that you can hurt somebody or break some things with it is definitely true. Feeling this thing, all the points, all the corners on this thing are extremely sharp. So you get this thing spinning fast enough in your hand and you catch your finger or thumb or something on one of these edges, you literally could bring blood. So that's something to keep in mind if you're thinking about ordering one of these. It is going to be very, very sharp. Hopefully this is something that Fidgetrix will look at here in the future and possibly correct in their manufacture process. They can get it to where these are a little bit more rounded. You could take a diamond file or something and kind of file them down. It may help a little bit. But yeah, these things are wicked sharp. The machining on this, I didn't think it was the greatest, and it kind of extends into the buttons as well. The buttons do have, as you can see, they do have the Fidgetrix emblem, the lion, kind of engraved into the buttons. They are fairly concave, not the most concave, but fairly concave. It does have an R188 bearing in it as well. And that collar, you see that collar sticks up. I wish that thing sat down a little bit more flush, but it does not. But it's not a big deal because of the buttons. If you see the underside of them, they are kind of indented. There is kind of a lip there, and that covers the collar, so that's not a big issue. Taking it apart, you can see the bearing. It's just a standard 188 R188. The threads feel okay. I'm getting, you know, some more of that chipping of the black off of it, but the chamber there that the bearing sits in feels pretty clean. It is a standard R188 stainless steel bearing, not a big deal. The the spinner itself, minus the minus the hot spots and the chipping of that the black coating, is a pretty nice spinner. I mean, it spins very well. It spins quite a long time, and if it didn't have those stupid hot spots, it would actually probably feel pretty good, because I like the design. I like the directional design, and the machining on this definitely be improved. Even the threads on the buttons seem to be a little weak, they're kind of tight to put back on. But yeah, given that, this thing would be a very, very nice spinner if it weren't for those little issues. But this is not something, now knowing now what I know, I probably wouldn't go out and buy this again, just because of it's not comfortable to spin. I mean, you can sit there and spin it, but I can feel it on my fingers every time I flick it. It feels like it's going to cut me open. So there is that. It does look pretty cool when it warps, so I'm going to show you a warp portion of the video here real quick. But first, before we run off and do that, let me throw this thing on a scale, kind of give you an idea how much it weighs. Nope, it's not ready yet. Let's try this again. 0 grams, there we go. 67.5 grams, probably right in the sweet spot where I like my the weight of my spinner to be. So it is very very nicely weighted. You don't get a ton of wobble out of it, maybe just a touch, but nothing that's going to keep it from balancing on your fingers. So as far as that part of it goes, it spins nice. It sounds, I like the sound. I like everything about it except the black chipping and the machining part of it, the hot corners and the threads on the buttons. Other than that, it's pretty decent little spinner. Not, like I said, it's not going to be one that I run out and buy. So let's go ahead and take this thing out. I'll get you a warp portion of the video, let you check that out, and then I'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts on it. All right, my final assessment on this Fidgetrix Wavetrix spinner. Pretty simple. Nice design, nice look, nice spin, not so nice feel. If you don't mind turning your hands into hamburger, then so be it. It's just fine. But this thing is just way too sharp, way too uncomfortable for my liking. This is not one that I will reach for on an everyday basis, that's for sure. And for the price and the way it feels, to me, it's just not the greatest value out there. You can definitely use your money on a spinner that's going to be a lot more enjoyable for you, and you're going to have a lot more fun with it, and it will do less causing of pain that this one does. So that's real quick my thoughts on it. I don't recommend it, unless in the manufacturing process they manage to round this thing off a little bit better and make it a little bit more comfortable for the user. I really don't care for it. So but anyway, I will leave a link in the description where you can pick it up. If you feel like you want to give it a shot, go ahead, be my guest. Also, if you do me a favor and hit that like button down below, I appreciate that as well. Try to keep the reviews nice and honest so that you are knowing exactly what you're getting. Also, if you have not subscribed yet, there is a subscribe button up in the corner here. Feel free to hit that. It'd be great. And on this side, I also have another one of my videos posted. You take a peek at that as well. So in the meantime, until the next video, do me a favor, keep calm, spin on. Peace.